Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining me here. I want to look at a couple of lessons, or a couple of sentences, if you will, today from A Course in Miracles that so beautifully express the process that many of you currently are undergoing in your own awakening. And let's just dive into it right away and then we'll look at it some more. The part you play in salvaging the world from condemnation is your own escape. Now I'm going to pause there for a moment because thought, I want these thoughts to find a place among my thoughts. I want to let it sink in for a moment because this particular line has way more to offer than you think. Right? In it lies the entire potential for reversal of your thinking. Can you see? It's loaded. So instead of just keep reading, right, line after line after line, I just pause for a moment, right? My sole responsibility as a miracle worker is what? Accept the one from myself, correct? That's your sole responsibility, teacher of God. Can you see? That's it. You do not need to do anything else. There's no sense in trying to change the world because it's an effect. It's not a cause. Can you see? So, your responsibility is to reverse your thinking. That's it. Let's read another one. In separation from your brother was the first attack upon yourself begun. You see? And is this the world bears witness to? The world bears witnesses to the first attack upon yourself, to the separation from your brother. That's all it is, right? It's a pictorial representation of your thinking, of your thought system, of your mindset. Can you see? That's all it is, and that's how it should be seen. There is no sense in trying to change it because, again, it's a pictorial representation of a cause that's in your mind. It's an effect, so you can't change an effect, you got to change its cause. Can you see? So again, here we are again at the reversal of thinking. Right? The witnesses to sin, think of sin as separation, stand within one little space, and it is here you find the cause of your perspective on the world. I love it. This is just a little place, outside of which is everything, but this is nothing. Can you see? There is only God, there is only truth, there is only wholeness, therefore separation doesn't exist. This is nothing. Can you see how easy that becomes if you allow to allow yourself to change that way of thinking, to start thinking in an uncompromising way. Stop trying to reconcile what cannot be reconciled. You see? Once you were unaware of what the cause of everything the world appeared to thrust upon you, uninvited and unasked, must really be. I love that, right? This used to be you before you started to waken up. You were just, right, the victim of everything that was happening to you throughout the day, and you were responding to it that way. Can you see? Of one thing you were sure, of the many causes that you perceived as bringing pain and suffering to you, your guilt was not among them. You weren't doing this to yourself, so you thought, right? You're a victim, right? How careless of them, right? Not, right? Again, this is the reversal of your thinking. Nor did you in any way request them for yourself. This is how all illusions came about. Listen, the one who makes them, right, does not see himself as making them, and their reality does not depend on him. It's funny when you start waking up, when you really accepted this, you start laughing about this, right? When you're in the middle of it and you haven't quite gotten there, it may not be that funny, right? But for those of you who advance sufficiently in that, right, in your new mind, this is funny. Whatever cause they have is something quite apart from him, and what he sees is separate from his mind. I love it. He cannot doubt his dream's reality because he doesn't see the part he plays in making them and making them seem real. Can you see? You're the image maker. You're the maker of a world that's not so, right? But it isn't real. It's not real, right? It's not so. Can you see? No one can waken from a dream the world is dreaming for him. You can't, right? What's it say in the first line? The part you play in salvaging the world from condemnation is your own escape. How do you escape? You wake up from your dream. How do you do that? Accept yourself as the dreamer. That's it. This is not complicated, right? Again, the way you think this is hard, the way you think this is complicated, is because you're trying to reconcile the two thought systems. You got to change your mind. He becomes a part of someone else's dream. He cannot choose to awaken from a dream he did not make. Love it. Right? This is the only picture you can see, the one alternative that you can choose. The other possibility of cause, if you be not the dreamer of your dreams. Right? That's how simple this is. That you have the awareness as you go throughout your day to remind yourself, and you keep that in the forefront of your awareness, that you're the dreamer of this dream. That whatever is happening to you is happening to you because you asked for it and you receive as you have asked. And all you need to do is step back for a moment. Don't react to it, if you will. Don't look at it from your old perspective, from your old mind. Instead, step back and ask, okay, why is this happening to you? What can I learn from this? Because remember, all things that are happening to you are lessons God would have you learn, correct? This is not happening to you at random. There's a plan behind this, remember? There's a plan of God for your own awakening. So you step back and you just ask for help. I don't know how to look upon this, right? Help me, forgive, and you'll see this differently, right? Ask for help, and help will be given you. It cannot not. Can you see? It cannot not. Because you've accepted that you're the dreamer of this dream. You don't know maybe how to respond to it or what to do in this situation. But when you step back and let truth go ahead of you, you'll be shown how to deal with it. And every problem, and for many of you, right, this is your experience. Every problem, every obstacle that you seem to encounter simply is being solved for you if you allow yourself to step back and let it be solved for you, if you will. Can you see? So, again, in that stepping back, in the knowledge that you're perfectly taken care of in your awakening, that there really is nothing that you need to do, that there's nothing that you need to struggle with, that all the help in the universe is with you in your desire, right, to awaken, is being given you, right? It becomes, for many of you, hopefully, right, you've learned that this has become effortless. And if you forget for a moment and you get caught up in a dream, it becomes a struggle. But the moment you remind yourself and you step back and you ask for help, help will be given you. It cannot not. Can you see? Because the universe is your mind. How would it not possibly give an answer to the request made by the Son of God, which is you? Can you see? The whole universe cannot not respond. But you first need to accept the wonder for yourself. You first need to align your mind with truth. It cannot respond to a mind in conflict because there is no answer to a conflictual question. Right? But you will need help. We all need help. I need help, right? But it's more the way you deal with it in your mind. Step back, right? Okay, I seem to be, right? I seem to be encountering an obstacle, right? I need a little help with this. I know this is not real, but I need help with this. Hey, you just ask for help. And it becomes second nature, right? Because that's how you're now going to respond moving forward from here on. So yeah, these are incredible lines. Can you see? They have so much to offer you. And when you learn, right, to make that new way of thinking your own, when you get into your new mind, this becomes effortless because you're no longer in conflict. Okay, see, you trust. What's the biggest characteristic of a teacher of God? Trust, right? He goes into this. It's trust. You trust. You trust that you'll be given whatever you need. You trust that whatever obstacle you encounter will be taken care of for you. Can you see? The sole responsibility of a teacher of God is to accept the commandment for himself. I love you. I hope you have a great, great day wherever, whenever you are. And I'll see you everywhere.